All righty. So, after six long weeks of being off, we are back to Mateia. We had a nice T-Rex game in there, but then a month off. So to recap, last time you guys completed the trial of the two avatars in that library. To be sure that you were capable of surviving the coming quests that they were providing to you. And upon return of completing the trial, you guys learn more about the dungeon that they wanted to send you to. They told you that they had been receiving mental messages from the previous adventurers saying that they entered what they believed to be the dungeon of a magician seeking something. They provided you guys with directions on how to get there. And they said that the directions will eventually lead you to a portal, likely to the Underdark. And then the next set of messages that they received from that party were of screaming in their heads and then their dying breaths. Their goal for you was to find as much information as you can find regarding this magician or someone, the being that they were referring to, and hopefully the remains of the other adventurers. As you know, they specifically asked if you could find the ID badges of these adventurers, as they don't want information of the Arcane Inquisitors getting too publicly out there. They don't want their organization to get compromised. You guys were then handed a ring of regeneration and a scroll of teleportation and sent to within a couple miles of the dungeon's entrance, where you fought your way in from some statues and then investigated what looked to be a small little tomb area. You fought a guardian spirit in there. After that, you ended up finding a treasure room which had multiple potions, gloves of missile snaring, a few different spell scrolls with necromantic magic, and a stairway hidden under one of the chests in that room. You guys followed the staircase downstairs, and you guys find yourselves here, looking down to a swirling portal, where you can see what looks like the outlines of a building, maybe, but you can't quite tell through the dark swirling vortex that is this portal. And that is where we find ourselves now. What would you like to do?
It is very dark and swirling. Is this a bridge over here?
Yeah, it's basically a bridge between the two. You guys can either climb down these walls. You can pretty much climb down the walls, walk around the edges. This is just a little bridge to cross between this gap here. If you ended up this way, so you don't have to try and jump across so much, you can just kind of walk it. So.
Gotcha. So we're kind of like on a ledge.
Yeah, you guys are about, from where you guys are here, you're about 30 feet above this ledge right there.
Probably scout out east, look and see what I can see.
Okay.
Anything down below?
Everything that you can see is what you can see. You see that lift's not quite as high. It's only about 10, 15 feet over here. And that slides you down to like a ramp that leads to the portal. It doesn't look like there's any door or anything specifically. It just looks like it's a swirling black vortex of a portal.
Is this a cave?
It looks to be, yeah. It's like an underground cave cavern. Well, that isn't. That's just that's just the, like, where the wall kind of concaves itself in.
Oh, okay.
That's a shadow.
Yeah. It's an alcove.
It's a shadow.
Leaf will kind of go a little past Volan and get down on her knees and like get over to the edge of the little cliffside and kind of like stare down into the portal for a second, and then she'll reach over and grab a rock and just like chuck it towards the portal. And she's watching the rock.
As you throw this rock into the portal, you see that it hits it, and like throwing a rock into a puddle, it just, and then just there are some ripples as the black vortex kind of ripples like a rock thrown into a lake, and then it goes back to swirling.
Well, that's different. Looks like water. she'll like look up at Volan, kind of looking for confirmation. Our other characters are absolutely doomed.
No, not doomed. Domed.
Domed.
You know? Colin's just gonna walk down with his boots of flying.
Alright. Yeah, you're just like you're walking down some stairs just in there and you just do right down.
I want a closer look at all this.
Okay. What specifically are you looking for?
All of it. I'm just getting a closer look.
Okay. Yeah, it just looks. You can feel the closer you get, the more magic pulsates off of this swirling black mass. But the rest of the cave just looks like a really, really old cave.
I'm gonna go over everything with my lantern of revealing.
Okay. There are no. It does not provide you with anything additional.
Nothing invisible.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll try to clamber down as well, like down this not so high area to get to the lower level.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll me either an athletics or an acrobatics check, whichever you would prefer. It's not a very high DC because you moved over to the not 30-foot high cliff edge.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well, with a 1, I'll say that as you're climbing down, your foot just kind of slips on a loose rock and you fall prone and you just take 1 damage, but you fall prone and you land right on your tailbone. So it's more of like that stunning damage that you know.
Oh, like a shock to the system.
Yeah, it's not a lot of physical damage. It's just just gonna hurt for a little bit.
Yeah, but that pain sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Bianca tries to hide her laughter and fails and just coughs.
Bianca can fly.
Oh, yes,
She
yes.
coughs frost all over me, trying to suppress her laughter.
That's funny.
That was a con save throw to see if she could hold it in. She could not.
That's funny.
Aw.
Your own dragon laughs at you. That's great.
Yeah, you're like, Fallen's cooler.
Okay.
Nico would like to pull out the Broom of Light.
Okay.
And, walk over beside Leaf to the ledge and look over at Leaf like, would you like to come for a ride on the magic broom?
You have a magic broom? Her eyes just get like really big.
Yes, I have a magic broom. It's very magical.
You're amazing. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll kind of scramble on. Nico's little, of course, but kind of scramble on and sort of use that to kind of go over to where Volan is. I would say probably kind of that, like down here.
All right. Yeah, I mean that thing can hold. That thing can hold 500 pounds, so you can fly.
So
yeah, you can fly around. You got
so
no.
am I correct in assuming I could basically pile everyone onto this broom?
So it can hold 500 pounds before the speed is reduced by half, and once you get to 1,000 pounds, it doesn't move. So that's including all of your guys' gear and everything. So you at most could probably put like 3.5 people on there.
Oh, okay. 3.5 is not bad.
So can we get on there together then?
Oh yeah, the 2 of you can get on there, no problem.
We definitely can. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we'll come down to where Volan is. And I'm assuming Volan is still kind of hovering.
Volan's landed, and he's just kind of taking a knee, just observing the portal.
Leaf is clinging to Nico for dear life. She's having fun, but she is scared out of her mind.
Nico's not the best at flying it, so it is a bit of a bumpy ride, but it's relatively safe.
Yeah, you guys get down there, no problem, and you feel the. It's almost the closer you get to the portal, you feel like this pulsation, kind of like waves. They kind of push and then they pull. You're kind of feeling this pushing and this pulling as you're getting closer and closer to this spiraling blackness in the middle of this room.
What's the yellow?
It's just like bioluminescent plant life. That's all. Same with like the blue crystalline rocks. They're just like bioluminescent rocks and plant life. Just kind of live here. Yeah, those are like little dragonflies that are just flying around. They live in the plants and the rocks. So they have no harm. They're just, hanging out.
I feel like if I zoom in closer, I'm gonna see like giant jaws in the darkness. This whole thing's actually a mouth.
If Nico goes all the way to the ground, Leaf would get off at the bottom area. And say,
I think realizing it's safe, we'll go down. Yeah.
Thank you for the ride. I'm sorry I nearly choked you. She was saying, she's like getting off the broom, like shaking a little bit. Walking over to the not getting super close, just about there, peering down. You said you could see like buildings?
It looks like one large building, kind of, but it's kind of like you're trying to look at something in the middle of the night where you can start to make out some shapes, but not a lot of detail. It just looks like it's really far off in the distance. It looks like maybe a destroyed church or a temple or some building that's kind of shaped like that, but you can't really tell through this. It's like you're trying to basically look through dark pond water in the middle of the night. You can make out a shape here and there, but you can't really get any fine details or anything like that.
So, I have a bit of an idea. I think it would be a good idea if we take some time, sit here, rest, but I can also make it a little bit easier for all of us to communicate before we go in there so we can make as little noise as possible.
Okay. I think it would be very sneaky.
Let's be sneak.
So sneaky.
Sneaky.
Okay.
Olin, can we be sneaky? Leaf shouts.
Do I have silence? 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 I don't have silence!
It's funny.
He just sighs and slowly shakes his head, yes.
She just beams up at you. Like a child that's just got approved to do something really fun. And then she will turn on her heel to face Bjork and go, Bjork, do you mind if we hang out here for like an hour?
Why would I mind? This is a pleasant spot.
Wonderful. Don't wander too far away, everyone. And Leaf will walk over here and she sits down on the ground and she just starts drawing runes in the ground. And then if we could take a short rest, I would like to use the ring before I do.
Yeah, sure.
Because I actually need that right now.
So you can roll up to your half your hit dice and add your con mod to every dice. Anybody who wants to do that right now before a short rest, you can do that if you want to. You can all just take turns looking at the ring and being able to do that.
Do you round up or round down? Because we're at 11.
How'd you get 11? For what?
We're a level 11.
Oh, so I just say 5.
Okay.
Yes, you can roll up to 5 plus your con for every one of the dice.
To 5 hit dice?
Yeah, because she's using the Ring of Regeneration, so you can up to half of your hit dice. Yeah. Plus your. Yeah, you can all take. It's once per rest per person, not once per rest total. So you can just all take a look at the ring, and you would roll your, if you want to. You can roll up to half your HP dice plus con mod per dice.
Awesome. That puts me at max.
There you go.
Do it properly? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it did. It did 1d12 plus 1.
Yeah, but it only did 1, and I wanted to do 5.
Oh,
right?
you just keep clicking it, and it'll go through. Yeah, that's all. 9, 8, 11, 6, 6.
It's just annoying because I can't really see them in one chunk, but that's okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's quite a significant amount of HP you just got.
Oh.
Look at that. Okay.
Are we short resting? What are we doing? I zoned out.
Yeah,
We're
you're
short resting.
So they're using the ring of regeneration before the short rest,
Heal them all.
so then you could potentially use it again after the short rest. Too. But so they're rolling their HP up to half their HP to recover some
Why do I
HP.
have 7 blue?
I don't know, because you had 7 temp, I think.
Okay,
Before.
well, we're taking a rest.
That
and
makes
we're moving that.
So, but you still have aid that affects all of you for 8 hours. Still have the extra HP for that. So.
Yes.
Nice. We do like some aid.
And then I'm gonna
Hit
use.
points?
Maybe
Sorry,
that
what
was
is
me
aid here?
tracking aid.
So that has already been fixed, I think.
Okay.
You should be above what your normal health would be. So if
Yeah,
you
you
do a
guys-
long rest, it would
Oh,
change
right.
it.
Yep, you guys are all up to what you should be as far as HP is concerned with aid in there, because aid increases your total. So not
Right,
just
okay,
temp.
that makes sense.
Yep.
And then, so as we're all short resting, Leaf is just drawing what looks like just random symbols on the ground, but she is doing this.
Interesting.
Oh, cool.
So you forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, psychically linking each creature together for the duration. So it's for 1 hour. Creatures with an intelligence
Discord
score
call.
of 2 or we're doing a Discord call, everybody. Here we go. But I'm including Bianca if she'll let me.
I don't see why not.
As long as she has an intelligence score of at least 2 or 3 even.
I don't have her stats handy, but I think so. I think she's a fake creature and has some intelligence. It's kind of her deal. She understands language.
Let me take a
Maybe.
look, because her stats are in your sheet. So let's see. I could look real fast.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're right though. I think she's like a 4 if I had to take a guess.
That sounds right.
Let's see.
It's not huge, but it's not.
Jesus, no, she's way smarter. She has an 8.
Wow.
That's right. She has the same intelligence as Nico. That's right. They're the same. They're both 8.
Explains a lot, actually.
That's so cute, though.
Bjork has somehow accumulated these two
These two dragons.
who are kind of clever, but
Yeah. And yes, and now you can all communicate with each other telepathically. As long whether or not you have a common language, you guys can all just understand each other. So
So when Leaf is done, she's gonna look at Nico, and then she's gonna wave, and then she's gonna put her hand down, and in Nico's mind, he's gonna hear, "Hi, I just waved at you," but her mouth is not moving.
Ego just like stares and is like watching her mouth very closely, thinking maybe he's like missed something.
No. I'm talking to you in your mind. You don't have to use your voice now.
In your mind. On the other line.
We
In
took
your
a short
mind.
rest. I'm arcane recovering my 4th level slot.
okay. Is that the only
he
spell you use?
responds out loud.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, D to Beyond, reset everything. I need to
Oh, no.
select my Blood Hunter
Oh yeah,
stat.
yeah, that's fine. I'd probably choose intelligence if I were you.
I think I'm even split,
Really?
I
Wow.
think.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
choose intelligence anyways, because I'm mostly wizard.
Yeah. Makes sense. Cool. Alright, so you guys complete your short rest. You guys now have a telepathic bond set up between the party. What would you like to do?
We should get in the portal, I guess, right? I guess I always send Bianca first. I can resummon her if she meets an unfortunate end.
We'll know if she's on a different plane
Or
of
Bianca.
existence because we won't be able to hear her.
It is unfortunate that she's so intelligent that she has to endure these deaths and being revived.
Oof. Oof.
Oof. Major ouch.
That went dark, sorry.
No, it's a good point.
Not wrong, though.
Not as dark as my heart.
Not as dark as your blood.
Ah, da, da, da.
Yeah, I'm undead.
So you guys hopping in this portal? What you doing?
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, I suspect the plot lies in that direction.
I mean, you can go back the other way. It's completely up to you guys. But there is this big black swirling hole right in front of you. So
You know what? If Volan's like a bully at a pool party, he pushes everyone in. No.
go. Bianca just flies like, nah, I
Go.
refuse.
They're running on the edge of the portal.
Slip. It just reaches up with its
No
black inky
diving.
tendrils and grabs you and pulls you in.
That says the DM is done waiting.
Pulls you down into its gaping, slimy black maw.
I
Yep, you know.
hate all of those words.
Mm. Yep. So, as you guys all travel through jump into the portal, pencil dive style or cannonball style, whatever your method of transport is preferred, you guys eventually, as you're falling through, you see different colors spinning around you. You see sunlight, moonlight, you see different weather conditions, all kind of spinning around you like you're falling through a strange seasonal tunnel. And you guys end up landing safely here. As you guys look around, you see there's a drain in the middle of the room. You see there are multiple cages that are empty. You see there are some chains with metal balls laying around, and you see a broken coffin that doesn't seem to have anything in it. And you do see up here a double door as well. So,
Door.
yeah, right there.
Full door.
Dumbledore.
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 But as you guys get down, you kind of get your bearings. Everybody, go ahead and make me insight checks.
Insight.
Faking Undead on this? Oh no, never mind. It's not from Faking Undead. Is this room lying to me?
The room is lying to you?
Is the room lying to me? Because I get advantage if the room's lying to me.
No, it's not about the room.
I am not a room.
I am not a room. I am a room. Cleaning up the basement. Leaf and Volan, you guys have a stronger mental connection with telepathy than the other two, since I assume you've done this before in your travels together. You start to hear voices, but these voices aren't any of the five of yours. The voices that you hear they're like faint whispers, kind of clawing at the very depths of the back of your mind, and they just say, "Come closer, come to me, come closer. I have something for you. Come closer."
With a 23, can we sense intention or motive?
It sounds. It's weird because it's not like they don't sound like evil or good. They sound pretty neutral in their tone. It seems like there's just somebody who has something for you. So.
Leaf looks up towards Bolin and gives him a probably very common look of, "Did you hear that?"
He nods his head in silent agreement, not wanting to alert any creatures.
And then you hear in your brain, "Oh, that's right, we can do it like this."
You guys hear? Oh yeah, that's right. We can do it like this. that's
Out of nowhere.
yeah, just out of nowhere.
What can we do?
We can talk in our
I
minds.
whisper out loud.
No, don't talk with your mouth. Talk with your brain.
His little eyebrows kind of furrow, his little dragony brows. And he's really concentrating on controlling his thoughts, like, what are we doing?
There were voices that we heard, and they're nearby. We're gonna go find out what those voices are.
There is also a ceiling in this place, just so you know. It's about 12 feet above you, so the portal was not there above you either, just so you know. Also, I made this map earlier today because
Nice.
it's fun. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think we can go. So, did the voices sound nice? I didn't hear them, right? Because I.
Correct. Yeah, it was just the two of them.
Do the voices sound very nice? Are they friendly?
They didn't sound mean. So I think that's okay.
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 What were they talking about?
They said they had something for us. Maybe a present.
Perhaps it's someone to help us.
Help. Help is good.
Friends would be good.
I wonder if they have snacks.
Are you guys talking telepathically?
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Everyone else is hearing us jabber.
You feel that there's someone listening. Leaf, you feel that there's someone listening.
Listening to my brain thoughts?
Yep,
But I can't, right?
correct.
Leaf stops like mid thought talk about snacks and her head just jerks. Can I tell what direction it's coming from or no?
It just feels like it's coming from all around.
Mm.
There's no specific direction that it's coming from.
Yeah, like the whole conversation of snacks just stops. Like mid thought. And she just starts to look around. Everything about her suddenly becomes really uneasy. And she looks very uncomfortable.
What's happening, Leaf? What's going on?
Something's listening to our thought conversation.
That's weird.
Yeah. This is not normal.
They
I have a
say
spell
something
to deal
again?
with that.
I can't tell where they are. But I know that they're listening.
Is this a door?
Yes, that is a
Okay.
double door, yep.
I'm going to cast this on myself.
Pulse life. Okay. That's why you had the 7 on there.
Yep, that makes sense. And I'm going to hand on my rapier, begin taking steps towards the door.
Okay. Yeah, as you take steps towards the door,
I don't like this. I'm going around.
Okay. you go around. You make your way towards the door, and it just looks like a set of solid, heavy wooden doors.
I'm gonna stick my ear to the door.
You don't hear anything. You feel a slight breeze coming from underneath the door. You imagine it's just whatever. There's just a slight breeze moving through whatever this is connected to, but there's no distinct smell. It's not any severe temperature of coldness or heat, nothing like that. Just a casual breeze.
Okay. I will gesture with my hand for the others to follow.
Oh.
Oh. He's doing so. Leave trust him, so I think we're okay.
We'll be okay. You just hear the response in your brain.
Yeah,
turned
like now
the
you're
other
just
around.
hearing every thought because it has no filter.
I will open the door.
Okay. Yeah, you reach out to open the door, and you open the door. It takes you into a hallway. You see there's some lights. It goes as far as you can see, is as far as the hallway goes. There's another set of doors up there towards the end.
Does this hallway look suspicious?
No, it just looks like a hallway. There's a message on the floor that says "trap left." No, I'm just kidding.
We'll begin walking.
Yeah, just looks and feels like a hallway.
When we get to this door,
hmm
come here to this door.
You don't hear anything from this door either.
I will open it.
Okay. You see that this leads to a longer hallway, a longer, narrower hallway than the one you're in right now, and that there is a door towards the end down there.
I kill this door maker.
So many doors.
Bianca's coming too.
Wait.
I'm just walking through the hallways. What's this?
yeah.
It's just like an empty. It looks like inside of that is oil that you can put in the
Brazier
lamps that
or
are
whatever.
burning. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's basically just to refill the hallway lamps. There was one down here in this hallway too. It's basically just to maintain light for the lamps. All of you go ahead and make insight checks for me again, please.
Am I being lied to?
By the hallway.
It's lying.
Leaf, you're the only one that picks up on it, but the
How did I roll nature by accident? That doesn't make sense.
you can roll it again. Roll insight again, see what you get.
Come
Why
on.
did I? It's not even in the same area.
Aw.
Yeah, Leaf, you're the only one that picks up on it, but the voices they're a little bit louder, but they're still saying the same thing. They're calling you to kind of come towards them, that they have things for you, and to join them. But they're getting a little louder and a little more frequent the further you follow Volan.
As we're walking towards the back where Leaf is, you guys hear very softly. You hear Leaf's voice go, "Who's there?"
You saying that out loud or in your head?
In my head.
And you get a response
Oh snap!
back that just continues the same thing, just louder. Continue, come closer, and I'll tell you. I have something for you.
Hey,
Come.
but I don't know where you are. Come closer could be anywhere.
Just keep following the path. You'll find me.
How will I know it's you?
Trust your instincts.
Trust my instincts. She says that a little louder in the telepathic conversation. Trust
You all
my
hear it.
instincts.
What instincts?
I don't know.
Your instincts are good, but yeah, vagueness is not comforting in this instance.
No, it's not, and it won't even tell me its name. It says it has presence, though. But it won't tell me what its name is. Bolin, be careful.
I will put my ear to the door.
He's always careful unless he's not.
That's pretty funny. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception.
There you go.
You don't hear anything per se, but you do get the distinct feeling like you're being followed. Leaf, you also have that feeling with your passive perception that somebody or something is following you, but as you look around, you don't see anything, but you have this distinct feeling that you're being followed. Bjork, you also feel it with your passive perception. It feels like there's
Nice,
something
okay.
that's following you. You see everyone kind of turning and looking around like something is there, but you don't see anything. You don't have the same. You're not picking up on the same feeling as what the other three are.
Do I hear anything from behind this door?
No. Nope.
I will open the door. And I will take a step back and usher everyone in through the door.
Okay. I will say, just because you should have been able to see it, so when you were here, you can see that there is an open doorway with no door that lets you see as far down there as you can see into that room, just so you know what that was. So that is like an archway, but there's no actual door in the archway. It's just a stone archway.
Following it, then you're ushering us.
Yes, I'm ushering you all through this door. Being very silent about it, making military hand motions.
Watch your 6.
Nico, be careful. You hear that inside your mind. Nico, be careful. There's something following us. Just be on guard.
Fun fact, if you're holding 2 tokens, the door isn't wide enough. You can't get through.
Good to know.
Something attacks us. I will fight bravely from the back.
I believe in you. That's a tight door.
If you could blush, he would.
Aww.
Once
kind of
everyone is past, I'm going to stand in the path of the doorway for like a solid 10-15 seconds. But as everyone walks in, I draw my rapier and just stand there, staring down the hallway.
Okay. As you stand there,
Intimidate that hallway.
staring down
Flying to
the
you.
hallway, you just looks like an empty hallway. You don't hear anything, you don't see anything, just the crackling of the burning torches and the smell of oil is from that bowl and from the oil that's being burned. But you feel like you're being followed, but there's no evidence to show that. It's just a feeling that you have, like something's there, but you don't see anything, you don't hear anything.
Okay. I will walk into the room, and I'm gonna come up to Leaf and bring her in for a huddle, for a quick whisper, an actual real-world whisper. And I will whisper and say, Leaf, the next time you hear this voice, see if you can get a name.
Okay, I'll try.
And I will usher everyone to continue ahead of me.
Nico, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
No, Nico!
No. Oh no.
As you see Volan pull in Leaf, you get the feeling that they're planning something, that they're plotting something, and that they're lying to you and Bjork, that they're not here to do what you're here to do, and they might not be who they say they are.
They Volan or they voice?
It's just the feeling that Nico gets as two of them kind of have a little huddle. So that's an internal, just for you, Nico.
He gives them like a little bit of a suspicious look. Kind of makes a note of it.
Leaf will...
Steps closer to Bjork. Sorry.
Bjork, you see Nico
Hey,
give a suspicious look towards the two, and then just step closer to you than they were a minute ago. But yeah, you all still feel like you're being followed. Nico, you're feeling a little uncomfortable around your new party mates, but you guys are here now, so.
Leaf will reach over and she'll gently put her hand on the palm of Volan's hand that has the rapier in it, and she will gently wrap her tiny little hand around his wrist and start guiding his blade towards the wall. Will you let her do that?
Sure.
And so she puts the edge of the rapier blade along the wall and gently scrapes along the wall. Does the wall react at all?
Nope.
Okay. So as the sparks kind of come off, you see she gets a very flash look of just kind of relief, and she lets go of your hand. And then everybody hears in the group chat, I was a little concerned that the walls may be listening.
Some walls do have eyes or ears, that's true.
And again, Volan's just gesturing everyone to take place ahead of him as he is taking up the rear guard.
Leaf will look at Nico and give Nico a big old smile and say, "Will you lead the way? I trust you."
Nico, give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage because you're suspicious already.
Don't be suspicious.
Okay.
Don't be suspicious. Shit.
You have a gut feeling that if you just saw Leaf take Volan's sword and kind of push it against the bricks of the wall, you're not 100% sure that they're not going to turn that sword into your back when you step to the front.
I would prefer to stay at the back so that I can guard our backs. Something is following us.
Okay, you be brave from the back, and I will be brave from the front. And Leaf will start taking very, trying to be brave, but incredibly cautious steps forward.
Okay.
Eternally dying watching little Leaf go ahead.
And she will peek her head inside.
You peek your head inside and you see a couple of bodies on the floor.
Can I tell what kind of bodies they are?
They are elven. They are elven bodies that look like adventurers, but not as well equipped as you guys.
Her face.
Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say her face just gets really sad and her ears kind of droop, and she steps back into the room and she turns around to the party and she looks like she is about to cry, and she goes, in your guys' mind you hear, "I think I found them."
Hey, it's okay. We'll deal with it together.
Volan, before that happened, Volan begins walking forward as Nico says they'll get the rear guard, but as he's walking forward, because I find this funny, and to add to the suspicion, he absolutely gives Nico the hardest side eye.
Nico's glaring right back. There's like electricity between them, and it's not a good thing.
York, you notice that something is changing in your party, but nothing is. Since you have come down here, nothing has changed since where you were when you were above the portal, but something seems to be creating a wedge between, well, at least Nico and Volan. Nico's acting much more suspicious than normal, so something's happening, but can't quite put your finger on it. Even Bianca notices it. Bianca's kind of just like, when Bianca's curious about something, as you can communicate with your Drake, but she looks curious, but not quite afraid. That kind of like very cautiously curious, kind of not sure what to do kind of feeling.
I'll suggest to Bianca through our own connections, not the Discord call, but it's her own thing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, check on and vaguely play with Nico, like, casual, playful nip. Let's play peekaboo kind of thing. Like, whatever. So, I'm assuming they would have played before, so some kind of, like, familiar, like, hey, we're going to goof. Goof.
Yeah.
Like, goof.
Bianca
Can I roll
tries
for
to,
goof?
Yeah, go ahead and just roll me a straight
Roll
D20.
for goof.
Roll
Roll a
for
D20
goof.
for goof, and
Wait,
we'll see how.
what's the goof
Roll
stat?
charisma.
Goof
there's-
roll.
No, goof needs to be its own stat.
It's too dour down here.
I
There's not much.
feel like with goof, the lower the better. I feel like that's how the goof stat works.
Yeah, goof stats in the negatives.
Yeah, negative goof. Bianca tries to goof, and it's just one of those times where Nico, you're okay with the goofing, and it's like, okay, this is enough now. Like, here's your pets. Now just leave me alone. One of those moods.
You get home from work and you're tired, but your dog's like jumping all over you, and you're just like, okay, yeah,
You got 30 seconds. Now leave me alone. That's pretty much it.
yeah, okay.
I'll just keep hanging back then, ready to cast a
Not
spell if
Bianca,
need be,
wait.
and just kind of
I
watching.
need to watch.
What's up with Bianca?
What?
Oh, I thought you would ask me a question. Never mind.
But yeah, so there you go. You're keeping an eye out, Bjork, but there's nobody coming from behind, and your party just seems to be slowly advancing.
I can see the dead bodies now.
Yeah, if you can see the bodies, you can see the bodies.
And they look elven?
From here, they look somewhat elven, at least in how they're wearing their clothes. They look
they look very...
very elven, and like the clothes they're wearing, they're very like almost high elven. So they look like they are very, very wealthy adventurers, but they don't have a lot of expensive items on them. If that makes sense, like they like to carry themselves like they're a lot better than they are, as far as people in particular, not elves in general, just these people in particular.
Olin would... Oh, and as a high elf, I would recognize the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Volin would stand up from comforting Leaf, give like a hair rustle, and then take a step into the room.
Okay.
Empty room, bunch of bodies.
Yep, empty room with a bunch of bodies, and then here there is this door is twice the size of the others. It's still 2 squares wide basically, but it's the entire floor to ceiling of the room. It's got a lot of very fancy looking ironwork on it, and there seems to be some writing carved into it, but you can't really make out what it says from this far.
Okay, I will, as I'm walking in, I would like to give a quick glance around the room to see if there's anything I'm missing, like, hidden creatures, maybe waiting in the wings or stuff like that.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. You don't see or feel anything hidden. The feeling of being followed continues to be clinging to you, like a bad smell. But you do notice something very specific about these bodies as you get ever closer to them, as you're kind of canvassing the room and walking closer. One, you notice that their badges are hanging on the outside of their shirts. You see their Arcane Inquisitor badges. You have one, so they're pretty easy to recognize. So you do know that these are the adventurers, the 4 adventurers that the 2 had previously mentioned they heard die. But you also notice that all of their skulls seem to be missing the top half of them.
Oh no!
And their brains are not present in their skulls.
God damn it, Alex!
I didn't do anything.
Mother of fucker.
The inside of their skulls is very dry and very clean.
Can I do a check to see if I can pinpoint what might cause this?
Yeah, you can do that. We'll say it's gonna be a hard check. It'll be a history check. What does your thing give you advantage on?
Hunter's Bane, recall information about Fey, Fiends, or Undead.
Okay, so it is just a straight roll. I'm gonna say, because it's not something that you would see very often, it's gonna be a DC 25 history check. Very hard. You don't know.
Okay.
It just looks like a murder scene, and that something stole their brains.
I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna collect all of their badges.
Absolutely. While you're doing that, what are the other three of you?
Since nothing jumped out to eat people, I'll come join.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys can all
Oh.
make your way into the main room,
Yeah.
yeah? Absolutely. Yay! Bianca!
I still kind of stay in the corner.
Okay.
So I can see everybody.
Alright.
Leaf's in the doorway. She's just looking very sad and just looking over the people and kind of looking around, letting passives kind of take over. But she's just emotionally, she's very sad. She knew that they were going to be dead, but it's still sad for her.
Okay. And you, Volan, what are you doing as you continue?
Well, after collecting the badges, I would like to put my ear to the door.
You put your ear to the door, and you hear absolutely nothing. This door seems like it's thick enough that no sound can pass through. But as you put your ear to the door, you do see these symbols, words written in... What languages do you speak?
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Elvish.
This is a language you do not understand.
Oh, snap.
But this is what it says. Enter ens devote hiene fian ens unetau bm become ana and exist ne serve. You can read it, but you don't know what it means.
Do you read that in the chat?
You can, but it can't translate.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not one of those. Telepathic bond doesn't just give you the ability to translate languages, but
No. What I was thinking was if he was reading it, if any one of us had that language.
Oh,
He would read it, but knowing that we're being listened to, he would read it out loud and in a hushed tone.
okay. You hear Volan whispering, so you guys can't tell quite what he says, but you can hear some whispering.
Leaf will
Like,
wander
probably-
over, hearing
Yeah, he'd probably.
Volan
Leaf.
whisper.
My suspicion.
Nico, your suspicion is rising. I'm going to give you a D1. Give me a D100 roll to see how high your suspicion has grown.
99.
I hope it's
100.
I hope it's 100.
Oh my god!
God.
You are...
Super
So
suspicious.
sus.
You're a super... Everything right now is super sus. Like,
So sus.
what are you doing? This is not what you signed up for. Who are these people? Why are you now able to... Like, why'd they connect to your brain? Why do they have to hear your thoughts? Why does it feel like you're being followed? Did they lead someone here? Are they trying to kill you? What's going on?
You can see Nico's like breathing faster, and his little dragony pupils are dilated, and he's just really watching and kind of tense.
Hey, do you need a snack? There's. This is creepy, but I don't think it's dangerous. I think we're okay. What's going on, dude?
I think there's something going on. They're not who they say they are.
Oh. What can we do to find out who they are? Like, is
We
there
have to
something?
watch. We have to be careful.
Okay, we can watch.
He's
we
like
can watch.
crazy eyes. He is a 90s.
What about a tinfoil hat?
Yes. Oh yes, little tinfoil hat.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
He's got his goggles on now, even though they're in the dark.
But yeah, Leaf, you walk over and you see... What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Giant, and Undercommon.
You also cannot read this. You can read it, but you don't understand what it means. You can. It's like you're trying to read a foreign language that you don't speak. You're pronouncing it, but you have no idea what you're saying.
Her head just tilts slowly until she's basically like bent sideways, trying to make some understanding of it.
I will say there are a couple the words in there that you can actually read, as in like common. You can understand. Both of you can understand the words enter and master, and then become and serve. Become, exist, serve. You understand those as they look to you. They mean what you think they mean. that might not be what they mean in the context of the phrase, but to you, you see enter, master, become, exist, serve. Enter, devote, master, become, exist, serve. So.
Can either one of you read this? And the Leaf will kind of like call back over her shoulder, like halfway bent over as she's trying to read.
You're gonna creep over. But still kind of stay far enough away.
Nico, your heart rate is like 200 right now, and you are like on the spice of life for anxiety.
Have you guys
right there?
Have you guys ever played Don't Starve?
Yes.
No.
So
My
okay.
sanity is gone.
I was gonna say we look like the shadow
Yeah,
monsters
amen.
Yes.
to Nico.
Aw.
Poor Nico is like
Good reference.
shaking. But he's trying so hard to be brave.
Nico, what languages do you speak?
Let me just check. I have Celestial, Common, Draconic.
You don't understand it either. You understand the 6 words that they've recognized, the enter, devote, master, become, exist, serve, but you don't understand the rest of the passage.
Do I have any other languages? I don't think I do. Orc, giant.
Nope.
Those help? Nope. Okay.
You still
I'm out.
see and believe those to be the same as what you believe them to be. You guys do feel the longer that you stand here the urge to
Murder
push
each other?
the urge to keep going through the door. It's strongest.
Let's grab the badges and get out of here, guys.
Yeah, I
Bianca can carry them. Bianca will grab them in her mouth, just so we don't have to touch them.
Let me check something, and Leaf is gonna take a couple steps back, and she's gonna close her eyes, and from around her a whole bunch of leaves, like golden leaves, start to appear and float around her, and then they expand out to 30 feet, and I'm gonna use my Furbolg magic to detect magic.
Nice.
Let me do myself a thing here so I know how far it goes.
30 feet.
Yep, that whole...
Basically the room.
Basically the room. And it lasts for
10
a
minutes.
minute? 10 minutes, cool. You obviously pick up on all of the magic items and loot that you guys are carrying. It's like a quick machine gun fire, like... brrrr, you just get barraged with all this magic stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, duh, I have all these things around me, that's fine. But as you kind of look towards the door, you feel that there's magic through there. You know that your magic detection does not work when there's 3 feet or more of wood. It's weak. It's not giving you the specifics of what is around there, but you do feel there's magic pulsating from behind this door. So the door is almost 3 foot thick, so you can tell there's something over there, but you can't make out the specifics of like what it is, like the school of magic. You can't feel that. You just know there's stuff on the other side of the door.
Gotcha. So Leaf will point to the door and say, heavy door, magic on the other side, and then she's going to walk between these two and then stare down the hallway. Do I get any blips in the hallway?
Yeah, the torches that are burning, they feel magical in that they seem to be enchanted in such a way that the oil lasts much, much longer, that it burns in them. It's not quite like an ever-burning torch or a continual flame spell, but it's been enchanted in such a way that they will burn much longer than normal. So you've seen things like this before. It's not super wild. It's just some superfluous magic that people use for their day-to-days, or like down in mines, people will use them so they don't have to worry about carrying the light with them. It's just burning. So that's pretty much all you feel, at least in that. You just feel those things burning, but nothing else.
I'm going to take one small step into the room and see if I can feel that thing that was supposedly following us.
Nope, but you still feel like you're being followed.
I'm following. By Nico.
Yeah, there's...
I don't want her sneaking off getting anything, so I'm watching.
Yeah,
Nico
Nico,
magic.
You see her just kind of walking around, just feeling out the air, but yeah.
I'll head over to Volin and say, hey, we should stick with those two and grab these passes. You good to go, dude?
I have the badges, but we didn't see a way out where we came in from, did we?
You did not.
I think we may have to go forward.
I'll remind our colleague that, hey, back may be worse because there's no exit
I see.
that we saw.
I was just trying to see if I could find the thing that's been following us. We're still getting followed, but
I suspect the longer that we're here, the more it falls. It gets everywhere and closing in, so we should probably be cautious and...
Okay. Do you want some trail mix? And she will reach into her bag and pull out some trail mix.
Yes. Trail mix is a great idea. Let's all have some trail mix.
I will give Bjork some trail mix, and then I will walk up to Nico and I will offer him a handful of trail mix.
Go.
Poisoned.
Nico very gingerly uses like a glove or something, or some kind of article of clothing to shield his like scales from it, but we'll take some, and then as soon as she's not looking, we'll try to dump it on the floor.
Do you do the thing where you fake eat it? You like put your hand like right next to your mouth,
Just,
but you
like,
really
I don't-
throw it on your shoulder.
So good.
Yeah, like I think she's up to something, so I don't want like to tip her off because I'm freaked out, but I also like don't want to touch it or eat it.
Nico will take a handful for herself, shove it in her mouth, and then she will offer
You're Leaf.
Leaf, sorry. Leaf will take a handful, shove it in her mouth, and then she'll take out another small handful and offer it to Volin as she gets with him.
Nico's gonna like look at Bjork and like try like just kind of motion like no, don't eat it.
Want some of my snacks, Nico? Snacks are good.
No. He's like shaking his head, trying desperately not to tip anyone off.
Volin would take some trail mix, but he's in war mode right now, so he'd pocket it for later.
Nico, roll another wisdom save.
Oh no. 11.
You still feel very suspicious of everything.
Even
Volin,
Mm-hmm. Or so.
Volin would be currently making hand gestures to tell everyone to like get their weapons ready, get ready. He's gonna open the door.
Okay, you're gonna open the door?
I'm going to try to open this door.
Alright, give me a second. I gotta move these guys to the map layer because I didn't.
Sure you don't want them teleporting with us?
I don't. I don't
Wait.
want them at all. That would just be a big ol' pain in the bootete. Alright. So, as you guys go ahead and you push the door open, what's the order in which you're going to walk through the door? The door's wide enough that you can walk basically too wide. Do you want to walk too wide? Do you want to walk through?
I'm leading the charge, so I'm in front, wherever.
Okay.
I'm assuming Nico wants to go in the back, so I'll stay with Nico.
And then Leaf will be in the middle behind Volin.
Okay. Alright. So, as you guys push this iron wrought door, the iron design's all over this heavy wooden oak door, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, because I gotta pee.
Oh, dude, same.
Break
Right,
time!
Let's say 12 minutes and come back at 35.
Cool.
Break time! Be back at 35.
Volan, you push the door open. You guys make your way through the door. And as you guys step through, Volan, with your passive Arcana of 17, you feel that behind you, the door's still open for a second, but you feel like this weird magical barrier kind of come up, and then you see the doors very slowly start to close. As you go to reach out to try and touch the door, you now feel like there's some type of invisible force field stopping you from getting back in the door. You guys turn, and as you kind of turn and you kind of acclimate your eyes to this room, you hear in your minds a thrumming of voices all chanting in unison. I need everybody to make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw, please.
Is this a charm?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So everybody except for Volan takes max damage. Volan takes half psychic damage, 6, and everybody who failed is stunned.
So I take 3?
You take 3 and you're not stunned, but everybody everybody is stunned for a round except for you, Volan. As you kind of take this in, you take in what is happening, and you're kind of like you're shaking off the mental effects of this. You see 2 humanoid creatures ahead of you kind of start to turn, and you see coming from their mouths are these tentacles from like their jawline, and they very, very quickly move towards you. And as you kind of stare a little bit longer, waiting for your friends to react with you, you see running up from behind them are a couple more. I need everybody to roll initiative, and your guys' stunned.
Our stuns what?
Your stuns are over. They were just for 1 round.
Okay.
Oh god,
Damn it.
thank you. I was about to say, I don't like being the spearhead when everyone else is stunned. Oh, and we're currently in combat with a suspicious Nico.
Oh, I forgot to press the thing.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh no.
Why? Yes. There's 3 of those thingies. 4 of those thingies. Huh.
I hope to God Nico realizes that we're on his side.
Bjork, you
Me
kind
too.
of you shake it off for a second after taking a little bit of stun damage. You take that 6 damage, and you see that there are 4 guys in front of you. You see here there's a light coming from this nautilid-looking shape and this nautilid-looking shape. And as you kind of stare forward, you see these creatures kind of mounting their attack in your general direction, and you all hear in your head, "Join us, worship the Master. Join us, become one. Join us, devote your minds and yourselves. Join us." As they move closer and closer.
Right. Okay. Let's do some measuring. Just zoom out a little bit. It's geometry time.
Alex, could you
Stagger 'em
Oh.
through.
reorganize the turn order?
There you go.
I had to fix mine. Thank you.
No, you are good.
I'm going to move my token to Alex just for measuring, so I'm not actually moving it. I just
Oh
wanna
yeah,
see
for sure.
if I move here, what a 60-foot cone looks like. Do. I think it's is it a 45 degree, or like what's the...
What are you trying to hit? Just a 60-foot cone? Or do you need
Yeah,
just
60 cone.
do you just need a 60-foot cone?
I need a 60-foot cone.
All right.
I wonder if I can get them all. I might be able to.
Hold on one
Don't know.
second. Here.
And for sure get 2. Oh, great.
This is a 60-foot cone. I just happen to
Nice.
have a 60-foot cone on hand. Don't worry about
It looks like I can get 3 of them.
it looks like that. So you could get 2, or however you angle it. I think the most you could get.
Or if I stand here, maybe I can get 3.
Let's see, maybe. You could get. No, the most you're ever going to be able to get is 2 because of the sharpness of the cone. So you can basically
Got it.
pick
It's got to
whatever
be
2
fully.
Yeah, whatever 2 you want.
Front 2 or back 2. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's really up to you. However you want to do it, you just tell me, and I'll
just
make
read
them
this
the
down.
appropriate, just wherever you're shooting from. So Yeah, and if you're shooting from like here, you could still only
That
get
is
these guys.
action, and that's spell slot. It doesn't upcast. Okay, I think we're gonna do this guy. That'll be from here, so I'll target the two in front.
The very two in the very front. Okay, so
8 damage on 3d8. That is so lame.
So you're
my
targeting.
God.
So you're right there. All right. We'll say that you can get yourself in a position where you would target the. Well, you can get the back two if you move forward a little bit because the angle it spreads out. You want to go for the back two?
Just do back two. Back two, front two, some two.
Cool. Some two. Some combination of two, and they're doing dex saves, and it is a magical thing. Okay. Well, they both have advantage on this because they're magical folks. So this is the left one. This is the right one. And they both take 4 damage. Okay.
Well, that was much worse than just attacking. Great. I love my spells.
It happens sometime. You can't always be dropping 300 damage on me at one time. So, okay. And
all
then,
Bjork can do. Very flashy spell that does 4 damage. Good job.
Excellent. All right.
It looks
So
very good though.
exactly. All right. So, yes. Let me see something. I want to check how far are you guys from these dudes because this denotes something here. How far are you from the back of the room? Cool. Like 100 and some feet. Actually, you're further than that because the back of the room's all the way back here. Okay, cool. All right. So, you hear a voice in your head, a deeper and rougher voice, and it just says, if they won't kill us, or if they won't join us, kill them. And you see this one right here get a little bolstered, and he has this weird purple magical thing floating around his head. So this guy back here is going to go ahead and take 30 feet of movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. And then he is going to go ahead and use his Mind Blast Cone. And he, because of where you guys are, can get all of you. I need everybody to make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
Jesus.
Oh no. This also includes Bianca, too.
No.
She is there.
No, not Bianca.
No.
Alright, so all of you will take this much damage and be stunned, except for Volan, who will take half and not be stunned. And you guys can make the save at the end of every turn to end the effect on yourself. So you guys all take 19, Volan, you take 9, and all of you, including Bianca, are stunned for a minute or until you pass a intelligence saving throw, DC 15. So, Volan, it's your turn. I'm just gonna put the lightning bolts on you guys so I know you're stunned. Hashtag lay dead.
Motherfuck.
You guys are stunned and incapacitated, so.
Oh, my concentration's gone then.
Yes. On your
Detect magic.
Your detect magic. Okay. Well, you could tell they were.
They're magical.
They're magical. Mm-hmm.
Can I? Okay. I would like. I don't know. This is a very weird question. Can I assess the situation in the regards of does this look possible for us? Can we like do we stand a chance? That's what I'm doing battlefield assessment.
With a quick battlefield assessment, if you would know that to participate, then yeah, you have a pretty good chance of getting past these guys. Because you know that they don't necessarily, based on this one guy's thing, it looks like they have one ranged attack, and you might be able to, if you close the distance, who knows? You've never fought one before, but you feel like you could do it.
Is
Fought-
this flat
Yes, is that
ground?
factor if
Or
we
these-
participate?
we'll say it's flat ground because there's not
Okay.
pillars there. But you guys know based on the threat assessment that the two avatars gave you that if you work together and you do what you need to do, you could probably get past it.
Okay. I know Leaf's incapacitated, but in my quick battlefield assessment, I just look at the stunned Leaf and I quickly say, if things go bad, get close to me, and I will bonus action go into a blade song,
Okay.
as only these creatures can hear my beautiful songs of my people.
Okay.
I will 5, 10, 15, and I'm going to spell mirror image.
Oh, all right. So here's what I will just go 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Boop, boop, and boop.
I mean, they're all linked to your stat sheet, so you know.
All right, and that is my turn.
Okay. This one sees you make all of these things appear. Seeing that everybody else is stunned, believing they have a chance to get over there in time, they're going to move towards you. 15, 20, and they're just going to attack that thing. They're going to go ahead and do you see the tentacles on their face reach out and try to attack this one beside you for an 18. Does that hit you anyway with your AC? Your blade song AC.
It was muted. Blade singing bumps me to a 19.
So it misses completely, and you don't have to worry about it hitting any of your things because it goes to hit, and it's like it swings out, and when your mirror image is there, and it just passes through without a problem. All right, Nico, it is your turn. You can.
An action or reaction? Can I try to break out of this or anything?
Yeah. You get to make a intelligence saving throw at the end of your turn. What I will say is you hear a voice in your head, and it says, if you agree to join us, I'll lift the effect. The choice is yours, where you can struggle and resist, and join us in the end anyway. You choose. So, you have the option. If you want to, choose to join them and turn on your friends, I'll say they will immediately release you from the stun, and you'll get a full turn, or you can roll the intelligence save and try and break it through resistance. Or you can do anything else that you wish that you think you were able to do.
I mean, did I see the corpses in the last room? Can I assume that these people did that in the last adventures?
Yeah, we'll say that you can believe that.
Okay. So they're dangerous.
But so are you.
Oh my, I'm a bad boy.
Mm.
But I'm not a bad boy.
It's up to you. You can accept and join them, or you can just try and resist and make the save.
Nico looks over at Bjork and Bianca. Thinks about the adventures. Even though he's kind of still glaring at the other two, he's going to dig his heels in.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll say because of the amount that you care for Bjork and Bianca, that you can roll your intelligence save with advantage.
Yay! Crit, 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 crit.
It is a DC 15, so you break it, you resist it, and and so that's at the end of your turn. Yep. So, you feel your bond with Bianca and Bjork push through, and you break the stun on yourself. But you are good. All right, this mind flayer up here is very far away. He's gonna start making moves.
It's way
to
downtown.
here. Way downtown. This one, he's just gonna step up and try and tentacle the 4 Volans that are in his face. With a 17, just Just the tentacles go and they they pass through the mirror image, and you got 2 mind flayers surrounding you, but they're not hitting you.
They're surrounding me, but they aren't surrounding me.
Exactly. Leaf, you
I'm
feel
not good with you.
your brain is kind of stunned, and you're feeling kind of locked up, and the voice that you heard earlier says, I see you've come. If you join me, I will teach you the wonders of the world. I'll release you from your bonds, and I'll free your mind. So you have the same choice. You can choose to free it from your bond and join this voice, or you can try and resist, or anything else you can think to do.
So I have a question, because this would require an action, but I think theatrically it would actually work pretty well. And I defy the voice in my mind by screaming out to Ilianis for help and try to use divine intervention.
Sure. What specifically do you want, or is your divine intervention request?
So my request is Ilianis protect us from the invaders of our minds.
Okay, so you need to roll an 11 below on a D100, and if you do, Ilianis will step in and immediately break the stun on all of you and give you guys advantage on the save against it in the future.
Yeah.
So you gotta roll an 11 or less on a 100.
I doubt this is gonna work, guys, but I was like, you know what, this is theatrically, she would scream out for Ilianis' help, so why not? Oh my god!
Oh!
As you mentally scream
my
out
God.
to Ilianis for help, you guys all hear this piercing shriek of your small furbolg friend in all of your brains, and you scream so loud that you see all of the mind flayers kind of retract and their tentacles kind of flare up as they like hold their heads. As the stun on all of you breaks, you are all able to move, and you feel this like mental shield almost like goggles, just kind of encompass the entirety of your body, and you hear a little whisper in your head, Leaf, and it says, I'll always be here in your time of need, my child. Now go forth and win the day. But we'll say that's your turn.
That is definitely my turn.
Oh,
Holy shit!
what a time for it to work. Bjork, you're no longer stunned. You feel your whole body release. You didn't hear the goddess Ilianis' voice, but you heard the scream from Leaf, and then all of a sudden you're not frozen anymore. So she's got some powers that you didn't know about, presumably.
Then let's just go ahead and Hunter's Mark this guy, and we'll just attack him.
Alright, I'm gonna put a little red dot on him for Hunter's Mark, and I'll put a little red dot on you for your Hunter's Mark. Alright, cool. So you can roll your 2 attacks on this brochacho. So let's see. 25? Yeah. 20? Yeah. 20, you do cold damage, so that's 26 plus 4 is 35 damage on this man. And as you release these 2 arrows, just the 2 arrows sink deep and right into the chest, and he's looking kind of hurt. So, yeah. Do you want to move anywhere in your turn?
Yeah, let's not be clustered.
That is probably a good idea. Okay. All right.
That's it?
Yep, that is it. Okay. So, it's this Mind Flayer's turn. It's gonna 5, 10. It's gonna run in and just follow suit since you are the closest to it, and it's gonna try and grab at your brains. Nope. It goes to get, and you just move out the way again, and I can't roll with these guys apparently. You guys do hear the voice kind of in your head, but it seems to be berating the Mind Flayers. You guys seem to somehow now be kind of linked up with them. And you hear this voice, you hear like a chattering of multiple voices, which sounds similar. and it kind of looks like it's probably coming from these guys, and you hear a different voice, a stronger, a more powerful, a deeper voice that says, "Get them, your fools, and bring me their brains." Volan.
Cool. So all 4 of the Volans run their rapier across their hands.
Ooh.
As it begins shining in radiant crimson light as I take 1 damage as I activate my Rite of the Dawn.
Nice.
And first attack will be a... Let's see here. The first attack will be a... Let's see. A booming blade.
Okay. On which guy?
Against this one.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. So it's...
I think that's the 14 is if they move.
Yeah, so you have 8 plus 7 plus 3, so 18 total because of the... Right? Okay.
And then I will follow that up with a normal attack against the same guy.
Okay. That also hits for another 19. And you guys worried.
And, yeah, that is...
Your turn?
My turn.
Okay, so this monster, or this mind flayer, sees you just destroying its compatriot. I need you to make for me a wisdom saving throw against charm, DC 15.
Oh, hey, well, I have advantage.
As you feel this creature trying to pry into your mind. You feel it trying to pry into your mind and trying to bend you to its will, and you just resist.
My mind is my own, you ugly motherfucker.
And then it's going to use its 30 feet of movement to this way, 15, 20. It's like right here, because that's effectively a wall that it... Yeah, that's like a wall right there. Can't go past that. Cool. All right, Nico, you are free.
I'm a fast boy, so I'm gonna over to here and to here, which I believe is 35.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to rage.
Okay.
An Aggie boy now. Go. Let me just fix that. Okay. And then I'm just going to attack with my steel rapier.
Do it.
Sorry, just okay. I will do that. And I get 2 attacks.
Yes!
You do. That is correct.
Attack the guy
Jesus. All right, so the first one is... All right, so I'm going to have to put a calculator here on my phone real quick. 12 plus...
Sorry, not sorry.
No, you're
the second
fine.
one doesn't get the divine rage, by the way.
That is fine. That's actually going to be... 12 plus 8. Cool. Gee, yeah, that first one messes him up. That second one messes him up a lot too. He's looking real bad. He's looking really not good.
Perfect.
All
That's
right.
what we want.
Okay. All right. Well, this one has this hunter's mark over its head, and oh yeah, I forgot that this is the one that used its thingy already. Thing here, and roll a d6 right quick. It doesn't get it back. Cool. So it's used its mind blast to McBlast. Well, it can't get all the way to you, so it's just going to continue, and on the way, it's going to stop by you, Leaf, since it heard you scream.
Rude.
And it's going to try and get you. You see this face full of tentacle come to surround your face. With a 13 to hit. Alright, as you get these tentacles, they just they go to latch onto your head, and you just dodge out the way with your short stature. And it's going to just shift to the side of you as it finish up its movement. Right there. This other one just got wrecked by Nico, like really, really bad. So it's gonna turn to you, Nico, and it's gonna try and grab you. Actually, no. It was gonna grab you, and then it sees your rapier, and it kind of, you see a glint, a flash in its eye. I need you to make for me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw against a charm, please. You feel this creature try to force itself into your mind to try and take over your personality and bend it to its will, but you resist.
Not Satan.
Not today, Satan. Leaf.
Okay, so Leaf, seeing this crazy thing in front of her, goes into like a small bit of a panic, and then she kind of takes a deep breath, and she's gonna use her action to use her channel divinity, which is Balm of Peace.
Ooh, fancy.
Yes. I don't think I've used this yet.
Bomb. I thought it was bomb.
Bomb of Peace.
She's dropping a bomb of peace, guys.
Nuke of peace. So I get to use my action to... my action is my... I will have my movement and my action, I think if I've done this math correctly. So movement and action, so I will have 60 feet of movement, because this actually allows me to move as well, if I'm reading this correctly. Okay.
Yeah, you use your action, which lets you move without attack of opportunity. It's basically a healing dash without provoking attack of opportunity, and you can add your move.
Basically. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to touch Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gets...
She hasn't been really taking that much damage. Well, actually, maybe she did from the psychic stuff, so...
So
yeah.
she gets 14. So that's
All
5,
right.
and 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to touch Bjork, which is this button, for 14.
Another... All right.
And then, so that was 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And then I get to touch both of them because they're right there.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 to both of you.
HP is 12. Okay, great. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So 12 to both of you, and then I'm gonna go back.
Okay, I gotta know. I'm fucking myself over, but
Yeah, it works through your image.
okay, I was gonna say that's not the real me.
Yeah.
It works through your image.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna ask.
And then, can I use it on myself too? I can't tell.
Of any other creature, you can
other
restore points to that creature. A creature can receive these things, so no, it's specifically for other people.
Okay. I need to check and see if that other spell I want to do. Okay, so it's an action. So, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna point my finger towards this guy who tried to hurt me, because I'm not happy about that. And I'm gonna try to hurt him with my dove.
Oh, dove. Holy dove.
Holy
All right.
dove.
Roll that attack.
I'm gonna get my dove out on the field. Hubba!
Wham! Oh god, it's coming for me.
Hubba!
Oh yeah, that hits.
11. 11
Jeez.
points of force damage, yes.
He's looking not great.
Just clawed at. Just appears out of golden leaves and just claws at him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of my turn.
Alright, Bjork, it is your turn.
Fantastic. I'll just mark stuff on that guy. Let's bonus action this friend. Beep. Zephyr Strike. Did that show up?
It did 3 times, but it was a 4, a 4, and a 1, so just the 4 the first
Great.
time. So it really showed up.
Cool. And then we'll do my 2 attacks. So I'll do 1 attack on this guy. We'll see if he's still up after.
Okay, so it'll with the Zephyr Strike, you can make it at advantage if you want.
I'm gonna. Can I choose to do advantage on my second attack, or
Yeah,
must
if
be
you
the
want
next?
No, it's
Okay, I'm
fine.
just gonna do regular on this one.
Okay. Yeah, that hits for 11 and 15, and then roll a d6.
D6.
for your thing. So that's 18. And then, let's see, create it, and it will also. Oh, so you have to make a melee. I'm looking at the wrong thing. What's your the Zephyr damage is only when you do the advantage attack, correct? I think that's how that reads. Okay, so 18.
The extra 4. Yeah,
this guy's looking real bad.
but he's still up.
He is up, but Hunter's Mark. Well, you actually don't get Hunter's Mark damage because Zephyr Strike is that a concentration spell?
Zephyr Strike, no.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, it's still up. He's still up, barely, but he's still standing.
Okay. Well, he did take Hunter's Mark damage, so I'll just because this guy has taken some damage, correct?
Yeah.
And we will do the advantage attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Not a crit. Oh wow.
No, but you obliterate him.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
That is it.
All right. So, as a layer action,
Fuck.
I've been doing them. They just haven't applied to you guys because you've been too far away. But now you're
Right.
not. Volan, I need you to make for me a DC 18 Charisma saving throw as
Oh no!
you feel your body start to be taken over by something.
Is this a charm?
It is not.
Oh no, guys!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Danger.
You feel that your body is being anchored to the ground by a sheer force of will that is not your own. You are unable to leave your current space, but you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, and it is there until you pass it, and it is not a concentration spell.
Huh.
So you are stuck in place until you move, until you pass a charisma save.
Okay.
All right. So, this Mind Flayer, seeing that you're stuck in place, is just gonna try and do what he's been doing. It's gonna try and tentacle you. 17
Oh.
and not hit. Volan, you are stuck in place. You're not. You basically just have 0 movement. You're not incapacitated or anything. You just can't physically move from where you are. So, but it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
Uh huh.
Alright, well, to the guy in front of me,
Mhm.
we're going to... Let's see here. Damn. Okay. Alright. Booming blade to the one in front of me.
Okay. 16 will hit for 14, 17, 25. Okay.
And then rapier.
How do you want to kill this guy?
Just all 4 of me just single strike right into, you know what? Right into his brain.
Okay.
Yes.
It's great.
Alright.
Yes.
He passes.
Away.
He does. He passes away. You can't move. Any bonus action on your turn?
Let me see. What do I have as bonus actions? Not much. So I'm just going to end my turn, and I can make that save again, right?
DC 18 charisma save.
Nah.
Alright, I'm basically just gonna put this little purple dot on you so we know that you're... Well, purple's not easy to see. We're gonna go yellow, so you know you're stuck there. Cool. Alright, so this Mind Flayer sees the battlefield turning against them, and he's gonna run up to this guy. He's gonna grab him, and you see that he very quickly, as an action, casts a spell, and they disappear and reappear up here.
Can I try and counter it?
You can certainly try.
I would like to counter it at 4th level.
Okay, roll me a DC 20 plus your intelligence modifier.
So A DC 20? You mean a D20?
Yeah, that.
Other word.
Other
27
words.
is your DC. He cast a level 17 spell.
Ability check. Okay, so D20 plus 3.
hmm
Come on.
Man,
Nope.
what the fuck?
They disappear and reappear up here. And as they're up there, you guys all in your head here, you hear them say, because you're all linked, Master, we'll protect you. We're here to protect you. And as they get closer now, it kind of raises your vision, and you see the light turn on, and you see this very large... Hold on one second. I have to do this so you can actually see it.
Please
Hold
turn on the light. I want to see
Turn
how
on.
horrible this is.
Turn on the light. Alright, so you should get some... you should get... that now. Theoretically. Can you see, is the question.
Nope.
Nope. The fog kind of stops here-ish.
Oh, you
I
should
can
be...
see it.
Yeah, Nico can see it. If you're closer, you can see it. So Nico can, because Nico's got the vision.
Leaf cannot.
Yeah.
Do we still have the mind link?
Move closer just
Yeah.
to see them.
You do.
The mind link is not concentration, so it's still up.
In that case, guys, there's a big brain thing, and I think it is sort of controlling the other ones or telling the other ones what to do. Because they seem to be the
Elder brain.
It says it's going to protect it. And you see that it's encased in this giant... Well, Nico can see that it's encased in this giant glass case. Nico. It's your turn.
Nico must be brave. Okay, I have a question. If I use my Zealous Presence
Mhm.
as my bonus action, I unleash a battle cry and up to 10 other creatures within 60 feet of me gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws. But then if I move out of that 60-foot range, will they lose it? Or will, as long as I make the call before I run up there?
As long as you make the call before they run up, I'll say they get it. Alright, so York, you're still back here, though. Here. Just for the camera's perspective, here's what it looks like up here.
Oh my
wait.
god, that's awful.
It's, yeah.
That's awful, and I love it. Oh my god, that's
It's a
awful.
lot.
Okay, cool.
That's awful,
There you
and I
go.
love it.
You
Okay.
can put yourself right back there where you were.
There we go.
Thanks.
There you go. So,
Just to give you guys some advantage on your next turns, especially. Yeah. So I will do that. I will use my Zealous Presence.
okay.
So you all have advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of my next turn. And then I'm just going to dash. And I think I
Okay.
can get all the way up to these goopers here.
Okay.
70 feet.
Yeah, you can get there for
And
sure.
that's my turn.
Alright,
Right
so you're right there. Great. And you're gonna run right up to this Mind Flayer, sees you chasing.
Mhm.
Firstly, let me see if it gets his blast back. It does not. It is gonna try and tentacle your face, though.
Okay.
As they do.
I just did
Um,
that.
Bjork, you know where this specific Mind Flayer is because your Hunter's Mark is on it, so you know where it is ahead of you. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 15 psychic damage immediately, and then I need you to make a DC 15 intelligence saving done until their grapple ends. Oh no, guys.
However, I'm still raging, so
You are still
I can-
raging.
I can use my fanatical focus reroll, I think, right?
Yep, you get one per rage.
Is that for being stunned?
It's for being stunned, yes.
So, Ileana should give her advantage.
That was for that. Well, I was gonna say specifically for the Mind Blast, but sure, you'll get advantage. Go
Oh,
for it.
okay.
Roll it again. See what you get.
Nastus.
You are stunned.
I'm doomed to be stunned. Okay.
All right. You guys hear the rage of Nico sprinting up there, and then it falls silent. But you just hear angry panting in your brain. Leaf. You see that Volan doesn't seem to be able to move. They seem to be just stuck in their position. But
Can I tell if it's considered a curse or not?
it is not. I gotta move this guy for a second. Yeah, it's not a curse. I will tell you that right out the gate. It's not that. Oh yeah, this is what I needed to do that I didn't do before. There you go. Now it should be better. Viewing. Now you should be able to see it. Theoretically. There you go. Yeah, now you can see the big brain. It's not a curse.
Nice.
No.
I like that. Is it considered? Could I roll to know if greater restoration would cure what he's going through?
It won't.
It won't. Okay.
I'll just tell you it won't.
So, seeing the giant thing,
And the giant brain in a giant glass case. Yep.
yes. What would I need to roll to deduce whether it is from our plane of existence or not?
You can just put 2 and 2 together since you believe, since they said you were the Underdark, you believe that it's not from your existence. You could just know that based on where you are and where you were sent. So.
Okay. 30 feet of movement, so you can go there.
Mm-hmm.
Need to know. Oh, fuck. That's not what I want. Yes. That still did not give me the ruler that I asked for. Thank you, ruler. Is it actually 100 feet away?
However it is from the front of the Elder Brain is how far away it is from you. Yes. So it's like 90 feet away from you. Yep.
Okay.
It's a big room.
It's a big room.
Do you see as you look at it that the brain actually seems to be in a skull appropriate size? Like the brain is that big inside of a skull of something that big.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement and my action to move up there, and then my dove is gonna move. I think that was 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
10, 15, 20. So my dove is gonna move as my bonus action. That
right.
is the end of my turn.
Bjork, you can feel your you can see it too, your mind flare that has your hunter's mark on it all the way up here by Nico. And you can see this giant brain up there too. But it is your turn.
It is my turn. My speed is 30. That percent not still active. Let's see how far I can get. Be way up there. Let's check one thing. So I do have some speed boosting, but a Chardalon thingamadoo is concentration. So yes, we won't do that. We'll just run and see how far I can get.
Okay.
Oh, let's see, what's 30? 30 was there, so just in front of friends. So we'll go like that. Does that give me line of sight on this guy?
The guy right here? Second guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can reach it, you can hit it, yeah.
Cool. Well, longbows are great. Let's just pew-pew him twice.
Okay.
Advantage, right?
That's, well, so the advantage works on one attack, on the attack that he chooses to have it work on, so it's up to you when you want to use it.
That was just a one-time thing.
Yes, the advantage is just a one-time thing, but and then the spell ends basically after that, because it's a minute long.
Yeah. So she's done. They're just regulars.
Mm-hmm. And you're shooting the guy on the right? Cool.
Yep.
Both of those hit for 24, 29, 30.
Do I need to roll for the icy thing? No, it's in there. Yeah.
I got it. It's in there. Yeah, 33. All right, that was a good, strong attack. All right, layer action. Because this thing can affect more than one at a time and is not, in fact, a concentration spell. It's actually gonna. You see, Nico, the mind flare in front of you gets this purple, like, tentacly halo just appear around its head, and it looks kind of sus. But that is, that's the legendary. That's the layer action turn. The Elder Brain. You know, it's not necessarily worried about you guys, but you do hear in your head, all of you, join me, or I'll have to kill you all. That's it. Volan, you're still
We're gonna
stuck.
do that anyway.
Well, I'm just gonna try and break out because I have nothing else I can do.
Can you Misty Step?
I don't have it.
Oh, I thought you had it.
No, I do not. So I'm gonna try and break out.
Do it. You are still stuck,
Yeah.
fortunately. It is the Mind Flayer's turn. Mind Flayers not necessarily being greedy. They are one mind. It's going to leave you to its brethren for its meal. This other one is going to make its way towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And you're stunned, Nico, so you can't do any attack of opportunity. This Mind Flayer is going to try and tentacle you in the face, Leaf. How about a 20?
That hits.
For 14 psychic damage, and roll me a DC 15 intelligence, please.
How much? 15?
15, yep.
12.
You are also stunned until the grapple ends. So I'll put
Oh,
this
is
little
that...
thingy-
Do I get... No. Yeah, no.
What?
Advantage? Just
Oh yeah, you have advantage. Yeah, because you're thingamajigs. I forgot that I said that. You guys got making up mechanics. Still 12. So Nico, you're stunned with these tentacles wrapped around your face, and you feel it's trying to bite into your head. So,
Oh.
roll me a DC 15 intelligence saving throw at advantage because you have Ileana's blessing.
16?
You break the stun, and the grapple releases. But that is the end of your turn.
Okay. Do I take any additional damage there?
No, but this is the damage. I'm just going to roll to show you what would have happened had you not broken it.
Oh no.
It would have been... So it's at advantage anyway because he got the inspiration from his big brain. But this is what the attack would have been against you. 26 for this much damage.
Jesus.
Brutal. Ouch.
But luckily, your brain is still intact, so it's going to attack you at advantage. It's regular because I just want to show you, see if this works. 19 to hit for 15 more psychic damage, and then you got to make that intelligence save again at advantage because it's Ileana's protection.
Wait, what?
So make it a save again to see if you can avoid being stunned this time around.
With advantage though.
With
right?
advantage, yep.
Okay, sorry.
Nope. But your brain is still in your head though.
My brain is alive.
Leaf, go ahead and make that save at advantage because you are stunned.
17.
You are no longer stunned, but your turn is over. But your brain is... You managed to wriggle your head out from this guy's tentacle bases.
Phew.
Right, Bjork, it is your turn.
Let's see here. Let's do another 30 feet. Beep. You sure to this near leaf. Reap. And Underspark's still not, guys. So we might as well give him a little nudge. A little tickle in his brain space. That didn't come through. Let's try again. Click. Click. Why is nothing happening? Oh, okay. It was just delayed.
And you were shooting the guy that was beside Leaf?
Correct. No, the one with... can I see the one with Hunter's Mark? Yes, I can. The Hunter's Mark guy.
It's dead. It had 7 HP left.
Great, let's move Hunter's Mark to the other guy and hit him instead.
Cool. Alright, there you go. Alright. Roll me another attack, please.
Let's see if it does this time. I don't know why it makes it delayed. There we go, not delayed.
26 will hit for 11, 12, and roll that Hunter's Mark damage, please.
Do.
So 15. Great. Alright, so after your turn, you feel a strange pulse in your head, and you feel it's almost like when you threw that stone in the black tarry pool and you went and you saw the waves kind of ripple out like a pulse. You all feel this mental pulse, but it seems to really only affect this mind flayer directly in front of you, Leaf. you see that it starts to like build up this purple energy in front of it, and then it's just released. And all creatures within 10 feet of it, so fortunately that's, well, just you, need to make... Oh, you just take this much damage as it uses a legendary action to put a psychic pulse out of its, of one of its little minions. So you take 14 psychic damage, Leaf, as it just blasts 14 psychic damage out of its Mind Flayer minion.
Rude.
Okay, so it is layer action. It is going to... Since it can only put one person in this lockdown at a time, and it doesn't necessarily want things getting closer, it's going to release the charm from you, Volan. And Nico, you feel, since you're getting close, you feel this pulse, this pull to the ground in front of you. I need you to make, for me, a DC, where is it? DC 18 Charisma saving throw. Be unable to leave the current space. This isn't like a mental damage thing. This is just... Wow. Nico!
Oh yeah.
Nico's feeling charismatic.
Nico is feeling it. Alright, well that's the layer action. You are at 35 feet away. Alright, so it kinda... You feel this laugh inside of you, and it says to you, huh, good job. I need you to make for me a DC 18 intelligence saving throw at advantage, Nico, because you guys have Leonis's favor. It's DC 18.
Oh, damn it!
So, here's the thing. You're not taking damage because you are now under the control of the Elder Brain, who used Dominate Monster on you. So, here's the spell if you want the actual spell card. But as you feel this compulsion come over you, it says, Leaf's out to get you. She's never been your friend. She brought you here to die. Take care of her for me. And you feel the compulsion to turn on your turn and go towards Leaf.
Okay.
Volan, it is your turn.
I have movement.
You have movement. You see that Nico turns, weapon in hand, back in your guys' direction, away from the brain.
10.
You don't know what's affecting Nico per se, but you see Nico turning.
30.
Your army of Volans just...
Yeah. And I'm going to dash get right here
Okay.
with my army as we circle in.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. This Mind Flayer is absolutely surrounded, and it's just gonna attack the thing that surrounded it, so it's gonna try and hit your tentacle attack, Volan. A 19, so you get to roll to see if one of your boys takes it.
I'm gonna choose to save a boy.
Okay.
As I somehow parry his tentacles.
Alright, just whoop, bap. You just slap him in the side of the tentacles with the side of your rapier. Okay. Alright, that's the Mind Flayer's turn. Nico, you feel the urge to run and attack Leaf.
Okay. I mean, I have enough movement.
Leaf, you see Nico charging towards you with, and you can attack her in any way that you.
Oh, so
Nico
I
would
could
use
switch
Reckless.
to not a crystal rapier.
Well, no, you have to use your rapier because you have out. But you can choose to recklessly attack if you so choose. But it's up to how you feel Nico, based on Nico's mental state up until this point, would act under the compulsion to attack.
Yeah, I feel like just regular attacks that I've been
Okay.
using with the rapier.
Alright.
Those
There
gonna
you
deal
go.
the extra damage.
Okay.
So...
Leaf, you see Nico sprint towards you and stab you.
Hit and miss. So what's the total?
19 to 27.
Oh my god.
Just whoop, bam! Just stabs you in the side. And Nico looks very upset And you, well, it's your turn. So I'll give me a insight check. Actually, what is your insight?
Passive insight is 19.
Yeah, you know that something's wrong with Nico.
Okay.
You don't know what it is, but you know something's wrong with Nico.
I will. So she like doubles over in pain, because she is barely standing, and she's like holding on to her stomach, and she's crying, and she looks up at Nico, and she reaches out a hand, and very, very softly says, "It's okay. I forgive you, and I will cast Remove Curse."
Does it take away Dominate Monster?
It's a curse, isn't it?
No, it's a charm.
Oh, fine. Then, she will say the same thing and cast, if it'll let me, Greater Restoration. So fuck you.
Let's see. One effect that charmed or petrified the target. Yeah, you can do that. As you, do you have 100 gold worth of diamond dust? Oh no, I say you can cast things free once. So you basically pull up this diamond dust and blow it in Nico's eyes. And Nico, you feel the control as the dust sinks into your eyes. You feel it just leave. But you do see your crystal rapier has some of Leaf's blood on it.
And then
No.
do you use do you allow bonus actions for potion drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I reach into my bag and I pull out a greater healing potion and I down that shit.
Fair.
All right. So the at the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action to make this Mind Flayer emit a pulse to all creatures within 10 feet of it, which is all of you guys. There's no save against it. You guys just take this much psychic damage. 13.
Oh god, I needed that so bad.
Yeah, so all of you take... So Nico, you take 13 psychic and Leaf. So.
Oh, I can't take my movement because I've got that Mind Flare there. Never mind.
Yeah, and that is the legendary action. And you feel the sense of disgust and disdain from this brain inside all of you guys. Now they're upset. Bjork.
Okay, I think the way forward is clear. Pew and some more pews. We got 100 mark on. We get this guy down to then eventually get to the Elder Brain is the hope.
Yes.
Let's do one at a time.
Okay.
So I've clicked. I'm going to wait this time since it was slow last time. Dot. Yeah, I would just click against that. There it is. 15 just hits as
Nice.
you hit him for 16 plus whatever your hunter's mark is. So 18. Okay. He's still standing. He's not
Okay.
looking very, very good. But
Then
he's
let's
still
do it again.
standing. 15 hits, and with that second
Okay.
arrow, you manage to catch him in both of his primary tentacles on his face, and you drop him to the ground.
And I switch Hunter's Mark to the Elder Brain.
Yes.
Does it
So I'll
qualify?
say because of the way that it's set up, you don't see the actual brain itself light up, but you see kind of the glass container around it kind of glitters with energy, and so with your Hunter's Mark energy, so that indicates to you that there's some type of barrier between
Valid
you
target
and
there.
it.
Okay.
Yes, so it's not the brain, but everything around it is kind of sparkly and glowy.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn? Any movement or anything?
Yeah. No, I'll blow up a little bit. We'll stay behind the columns.
Okay.
Friend.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys, it is the layer action turn. And you know, it's just gonna go on to its turn. It doesn't really have a lot it wants to do right this second. Let me see how far the thingamajig that I think it is. 60. Can it reach? That's the question. It's super smart. It's going to try and use its Mind Blast from its jar to get you guys. Because you're 60 feet away. Let me find my tourney. That's right. There. So it can get to, like, right there. So it can get everybody, basically, because you're right on the edge of it. except for Bjork and Bianca. So you guys need to make for me DC 18 intelligence saving throws, or take 35 damage and be stunned until your next turn.
Does it against stun?
It is against stun, but you've passed it, so you can. Well, you didn't pass it yet. The other two did. Yeah, so it is the same thing. So you can roll that advantage.
Okay.
Do it. 17. So unfortunately, you fail because it's the 18, and you take 35 psychic damage. The other two of you take 17, and you see Leaf collapse to the ground, unconscious. As she gets hit with a wave of mental brain damage. Volan.
Oh god, I have to get into the mindset. What would Volan do? Do you guys hate me if I played to the character?
Of course not.
Play to your character.
First of all, all 4 Volans are absolutely giving Nico, like, there's rage in this man's face.
Mhm. I am not forgiven.
What you gonna do?
Oh no! Oh no! I feel like I'm gonna hate myself for this. But I feel like he would do it.
What would he do?
He's going to grab Leaf. And dimension door outside of the room.
You back out the door that you came through?
Yep.
So, you cannot get through the door. The magical barrier that was put up does not let you pass through. You are instead stuck on this side. You're right here. It's like you're hitting a magical forces, bam, and you can't get through it. So you're out of the
Can't get
way,
you, Flask.
stuck. So, and all your little things went with you. So, I will tell you, this is what they put on there initially, and you cannot teleport through a wall of because it would physically take you through. It does not let it work, so you're just stuck. Just bang. So you're right there. Anything with a bonus action or movement on your turn?
Good.
All right. Nico, you saw Volan, many copies of them, grab Leaf and disappear back the way that you guys came. What are you gonna do? And you were just controlled by this giant brain in a jar.
See that he wasn't able to get out of here, though. I can just see that he kind of hit the door.
Yeah, you can see that. Now, you don't know that they tried to escape. You just know that that's as far as they got. It looked like they kind of hit it and was just stopped. They didn't fall prone or anything like that. They just kind of stopped there. So.
I think the only way out is to kill this thing. As terrible as this has all been, we need to get it done. I'll look over at Bjork, and how does Bjork look?
Health-wise, fine.
In terms of health, he's fine?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, okay. Alright, so I will just...
85 out of 112, so...
Oh, beautiful.
You're really the only one. You and Leaf are the... So...
That's fair. I'm gonna chug a potion of healing, a greater one.
Okay, it's your bonus action. Got it.
Sorry, so that is 15. Okay, so that's something at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I have to be brave. I have to go up and fight things, so I'm just going to dash up there.
Okay. Alright. So, you run up to it. and you see this giant jar right in front of you. His brain just kind of floating inside of it. Kind of every now and again you see a little pulse through the water, like an electrical pulse coming off of the nerves of this brain. Leaf, go ahead and roll me a death saving throw.
All right. Wasted all my good luck when I did that divine intervention roll, guys. So I'm probably not gonna hit a natural 20. Oh my fucking god!
At the beginning of your turn, Leaf, you take in a deep breath. You feel the blessings of your goddess kind of bring you back from the brink, and you have your whole turn. You are at 1 HP.
I am at 1 HP.
And you see that you're surrounded by Volan.
I'm probably in his arms, actually.
Yes.
I was so close. What? Where is it? Where's the thing?
You don't see it anymore. You don't necessarily know where you are. You're just looking up from Volan's arms.
Yeah, I'm speaking directly to Volan. Where is it? Where is it? I was right there.
Sorry, player Volan is doing some research right now. He points to the other end.
Volan, you need to get me back there. I have an idea, but you need to get me back there. And I will, I will cast Healing Word on myself at, I'm gonna need it at 3rd level. Maybe.
Sounds good to me.
Will you be cast? I got
Nope.
9.
It refuses to do it for you, but not.
Yes. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to drink another greater healing potion.
Well, healing word's a bonus action.
Oh.
Remember. But healing word, if you're using it as an action, you get the.
If I use the potion as an action?
Yep.
Yeah, so I will do that then. But I'm staying in Volan's arms and I'm begging him to take me back to the creature.
Take me back. All right, Bjork.
Good joke. And if I'm understanding correctly, we're not yet clear if we can damage it. Okay, this seems...
You haven't even tried to attack it yet. So.
Oh, no one has. Okay.
Yeah, no one's attacked it. Nico got up there, but they had to use their action to sprint up to it. So you don't actually know.
Let's just try. We don't know. Let's just try a regular attack. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be fine. Slowly knock an arrow and just be like, huh? You? Question mark you? Well, not the 15.
That you hit it and bink, the arrow bounces off the glass surrounding it.
Can I do like an intelligence or perception check about like if it just didn't roll high enough, or is it like?
Yeah, you feel like the force of your arrow just wasn't strong enough to pierce
It's
it.
feasible. That just wasn't it. Okay.
Yeah, it was just it did not match the AC. That hits it, however. As you hit it with a 30, you do. Go ahead and roll your d6 of damage as well. So 17, 21. Cool. So you hit it and you see that it starts to crack. It's starting to spider and splinter a little bit, but it has not broken. So, all right.
Okay.
How
And I do have a bit of healing, but I'm not a good healer, so I'm going to try. Leaf can be better.
Cool.
And I've already moved. So that's it. Everything.
Okay. Yeah. And so, as a layer action, you feel this overwhelming pulsation to stay in place. So give me a DC 18 charisma saving throw, or be stuck in place, which isn't actually the worst effect to happen to a ranged attacker. So
I clicked it, and maybe it's happening.
maybe. Bjork. But if you fail, you're just stuck. Yeah. So basically, you're just stuck until you pass the save. You're just stuck in place. So. Which, I mean, as a person with a longbow, it's not the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
I wasn't going to move much anyways, exactly.
There you go. So, this creature, this big brain, you see around you, Nico, you start to feel the ground kind of float. Actually, let me roll a d6 first of all. does not get its ability back. You start to feel all these tentacles coming out of the skull start to vibrate a little bit, and then one swings up to try and hit you from behind. A 20 to hit. And so you'll take the bludgeoning damage, which is reduced by half, so 8. And then 12 psychic damage. Well, that's at the start of your turn. So right now you're grappled. So you're just grappled. You're not stunned or anything like that. You are just grappled, meaning you just have no benefit to movement, and you'll take psychic damage on your turn, not right now. So right now you just take 8 bludgeoning damage.
I went ahead and put it in there if that's okay.
That's fine. You can take the psychic damage if you want. So if you're not going to break, yeah. So all right, cool. Volan.
Also, just a minor warning. My alarm went off, and I may be dozing off.
No, rude. Okay,
Because
that's fine.
I did, took my pill.
You're good.
Oh. I'm going to give Leaf a potion of greater healing. That is what I'm going to do.
All right. Are you forcing it in Leaf's mouth?
Yes.
Oh.
As my action.
Okay. Cool. All right. Nico, you can just take.
Is that a roll? Is that full health?
We'll say because you're feeding it to her, you can.
Boom.
So.
Nice.
There you go. All right. And Nico, it's your turn now.
Okay, so I can still, if I drink a potion myself, is it bonus action?
You can do it as a bonus action, or if you use an action, take the amount of it. So by bonus
Right.
action, you just roll for it.
Okay, I'm just gonna chug another potion of greater healing because, ouch. And then I still can attack though, right?
Yes.
Right. So I do that. I will attack with rapier. And actually I can expend a charge as well to regain a number of hit points equal to the special damage. I'm just gonna use that once.
All right. So the 8 misses. As you go to stab it, it just doesn't break through, and the break or crack the glass any further than it already is. So.
Miss.
All right, Leaf. It is your turn.
So I will climb myself out of Volan's arms and take off back towards the brain with my movement and my dash action.
Sounds good.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Bjork.
Actually, damn it.
What are you
Let's
gonna do?
rinse and repeat here. Oh, I guess I'll do the save again.
Just a healing word for myself.
Oh yeah, sure, you can do that.
Rolling the dice, says the app. Nope.
The
Let's
2
just
dice. Well, 1. Yeah.
Twice. That's only 3d8. That's not that worth it. Don't think there's anything better. Oh, I could Misty Step as a bonus action. Would Misty Step under the thing that I'm doing?
Yeah, you can break out of that since it's basically just holding you there.
Okay.
You can just Misty Step out of the movement with the thing right there.
Action and then just switch sequence.
Alright, you're taking 2
1,
shots,
2.
you said.
Yeah.
The 24 will hit the glass case.
Mhm.
The 18 will not until you do 20 damage, and it's Hunter's Mark, so 24. It's starting to... The glass itself is spiderwebbing and splintering apart very, very, very much. Yes, you see that the Elder Brain is starting to shimmer, and it's not necessarily happy with what's happening right now. But it is its turn, and since you teleported to where you were, you're 25 feet away, it's going to try and smack you with one of its tentacle. Let me actually roll this first, see if it gets it back. Yeah, it gets it back for the next round. It's going to try and slap you with a tentacle with one of those ones that are around you. Bjork. Does a 13? I don't think a 13 hits.
Yeah. AC 18.
All right, Volan, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. Kinetic jaunt.
Okay. You're going to where? So you get 10 feet
10,
plus whatever you
15.
have from you.
Hold on.
A dancing? So you get even more.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Uh,
And that lasts for
okay.
one
Yeah.
whole minute. I'm gonna put a little thing on this one just so we know you're concentrating on the spell.
Cool. I'm dashing up here.
All right, so you're right there. Nico, it is your turn. This glass case is very close to shattering.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to whack it some more.
Do it.
It's, oh, if I didn't hit last time...
All you had to do is attack. You don't have to actually hit to keep rage up.
To get the charge on, like, my...
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't have burned the charge since you didn't actually hit.
Okay, so I will try to use it now if I hit. Just
You hit.
Nice.
And
Okay.
with the 27, you shatter the glass case around it. And I'll say that, because that's a lot of damage there, because it had more than what it was there. That is 51. Cool. So you slash and hack right into the brain itself after you shatter
Nice.
through, and just whoosh, with the first attack, and the second attack of a 12 also hits. So it hits the big old brain. So that's
I got 11 healing
11.
points, right?
Yes, and then 3, 10. So then it is. And did you expend it on the second attack as well?
I'll just expend it on the first one.
Okay, so 13 additional damage on that second attack. Okay. All right, Leaf, it is your turn. You see this now giant exposed brain with tendrils just hanging off of it and black spidery veins on top of it.
Perfect. Lovely. The exact description that I love to hear. So Leaf is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And from behind this Volan, I'm not sure if it's the real one or if it's the shadow one, she's going to hold up her shield that has the symbol of Ilianis on it and shout, "You are not welcome here, be gone," and I need a charisma saving throw? Yes,
Okay.
charisma saving throw DC 16 for banishment.
All right, so it has resistance against it. So let's see what happens.
Ah,
Rolls a 16, unfortunately.
this.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, that is the... You know what? For safety's sake, I'm going to drink my third greater healing potion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna use a legendary action, and since it was mentally chatting with you throughout the day, while you got here, it's gonna use its psychic pulse on you, and you and Volan both take 12 psychic damage. Bjork, what you want to do?
Okay, let's just. The brain is open.
Yes.
I was in range. Let's step back a little bit. Let's not do that. We didn't like that.
Okay.
Don't think there's anything with that much more. Sure, why not? Let's do this. We'll do that.
Lightning arrow. Okay. So you got to make the
Yeah.
regular attack and then
Correct.
see what happens.
Nope.
Jesus.
Ooh,
All right.
Yes.
So
Time for that.
the damage from the lightning arrow doesn't crit because that's
What
a
doesn't?
save. No, that's a crit. the save, unfortunately. The bane of every wizard right there. So it's going to be 16 plus 8 plus
100
5
mark.
plus 6. That will also
Oops, that's a D5.
go plus
Yep, it's the same thing.
plus 9. Alright, so let me add this damage on here, first of all, so that I can math. And then it's going to make a DC 13 dex save. It's at advantage because it has advantage on magical things. So it takes half of 20, which is still a significant amount of damage. Plus 10.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so that's your first.
Do it
That was
again,
just.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you only. Because that's a bonus action for Lightning Arrow, right?
Correct.
Alright, cool. Then yeah, you have another arrow to shoot. And
It
with
was
a
a 16, I'm
16.
assuming it's a miss.
That hits.
Oh, that hits? Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Nico hit with a 12 earlier.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So 15 plus whatever your Hunter's Mark damage is.
Oh, right.
So 17. Cool. Okay. All right. This brain is looking not great. Okay. So it's going to not do any layer actions, and it is going to try. You see the water beneath it start to bubble and broil and start to kind of envelop it with all these different pustules of brain matter and goo as they explode and pop and moisten this spidery, veiny brain. And it's going to try and get out of here. So you see it start to create teleportation magic, and it is going to go ahead and cast plane shift on itself, unless anyone's trying to stop it.
Counterspell. Wizard. Hello.
I'm gonna have to roll for it.
Indeed. But you can certainly try if you wish to, as long as you're within 60 feet of it.
Which I am. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, you are. So it's up to you. 16. Yep. It. You go to try and stop it, and it kind of just disappears. This big fat brain disappears, and you feel and you hear the magical wall that was barring the door also drops. The elder brain is gone somewhere. You don't know where. But Nico, you see in its brain goopy jar that it was in, you see like the hollowed out remnants of this giant skull. And inside of the giant skull, you see some writing that you don't understand. But there's some images of like things. It's like something putting out its hand, and then a mass gathering, like as much as you can draw a mass gathering in a like 20 by 20 square, multiple groupings of people kind of kneeling underneath, like kneeling to this creature with its hand out, kind of putting these things together. Whatever this thing was, it was trying to control masses of people. You guys can investigate the room further if you would like. Head out. The choice is yours.
Investigate for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna snoop around, look for nooks and crannies for clues and treasure.
All right.
Yes, I'll point out the what I found to Bjork as well.
Okay. Yeah. You.
Oh, good job, Nico.
Very interesting. I don't know what it is.
Leaf sits down and pulls out trail mix and slowly eats, because that was very exhausting for her, and she's tired and she's sore.
Indeed. Go ahead, and anybody who wants to investigation checks.
To go over to Leaf and give her my last.
Also, your sense of paranoia passed,
Oh,
and you
good,
guys,
okay.
you guys no longer feel like you're being followed either. So, I'm gonna say that
Okay.
you're after some time, all of your copies of your boy are gonna.
I was going to say for the minute while they last,
Mm-hmm.
all 4 Volans are staring daggers of rage at the kobold.
But with your Bjork, didn't roll your investigation. Looking on it. Oh, it did. Never mind. Ignore me.
It
I saw
eventually
13.
did.
Ah, yeah. Cool. So you got a 13. Anybody else investigating, or are you just hanging out?
Mostly trying to make reparations with Leaf by giving her a potion.
Okay.
Uh, Leaf would shake her head and she would offer you trail mix instead.
He'll plop down exhausted next to her and munch on trail mix.
As you investigate the giant skull, as you see the tentacles start to kind of wither and eventually die, as you kind of dig through the sinus cavities of it and whatnot, you do find many coins, almost like the mind flayers are bringing gifts to this large creature. You find there to be, let's see here. You find there to be 175 platinum pieces. And there's also a book that you found in there. And as you kind of look through it, it's in a language that you don't comprehend, unfortunately. But it looks like it's embalmed with something, and it looks like the covers are actually made of flesh. So
The
it
Necronomicon.
looks like it was under the
I was
protection
thinking the
of
same
this giant brain. So, but yeah, that is all you find here: a book and 175 platinum pieces.
Each or divided, you mean?
Total.
Okay.
So, if it makes it easier, just say 180 because that's easier to do math for. So you each get 45 platinum pieces. It's easier math.
Nice.
And if you guys want to make your way back through, I imagine you're going to start traveling the way you came, if I had to guess. Or are you going to stay here, right here?
There doesn't look like an out. Actually, hold on, I need to check something.
I'll need to dip shortly.
Yes.
But Alex,
We'll be
awesome.
wrapping up here in just a few.
Can I tell if we're on a different plane or are we just essentially underground?
I'll say that you guys are on a different plane, but I will let you guys, if you want to, try and roll to imbue this one-time teleportation scroll with additional magic to see if you can't bolster the strength of it to teleport you across the plains back to where you need to be.
Nope, I know exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
I will start drawing runes in the sky and say, "All right, everyone, just close your eyes, and we'll be back in that library in no time."
Ooh.
And I look at everybody and I make sure all of their eyes are closed.
Okay. What spell are you casting?
I'm casting banishment on everybody at level 5, so I can banish all 3 of them at one time.
So, the fun fact about it is, I found out not to cannot actively spell, so they have to roll against your save to see if they just naturally resist it, whether they mean to or not.
They can't willingly fail a save? I thought you could.
No. You can't even willingly fail your own saves, which I think is stupid, but let's see what happens.
I would make that a DM call.
Yeah, well, we're going to have them save against it and see what happens.
What's the save, or what's the attribute?
It's charisma.
Good thing my charisma's pretty low.
DC 16. And we'll say it can be at disadvantage. That can be you trying to fail it. How about that? So
12 and 6.
Bjork fails with a 6. Volan fails with a 10.
The save?
Charisma at disadvantage if you're trying to let it happen. So you can get back.
Okay, yeah, I will do that.
Okay. Oh yeah. And then let's see if you can fail your own save. Your curse.
Yep.
You failed. What did you roll for yours? Leaf, did you roll against yourself?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. So at level 6, you can only target up to 3. So
Okay, so everyone.
So I send everybody but myself.
So I'm gonna roll a D100 because you can't specify exactly where they go with banishment. They just end up in a plane. So we'll say that they'll end up in the general region of the city.
Hold on.
What?
If Leaf, no, you're not alone.
You don't know. You
Yeah,
don't know
you
that
are.
I'm not including myself.
Yeah, and you failed it. So you're already gone. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a D100 in general. That will say how close you all get to the city, and then I'll just roll 3 D4s, and that'll say where the 3 of you end up, and you guys could all end up pretty close to the same spot. So D100, if it's below 50, you are outside the city by like 5 miles, and if it's over 51 or above, you guys are in the city. You guys are in the city. Good job. 3D4, and we'll just go left to right, Nico, Volan, Bjork, and this will show how close you guys are, where you are in the city. Well,
2 of you are together.
Nico and Volan, you teleport same exact place.
Oh no.
And right,
Oh,
and
man.
Bjork ends up on the other side of town. You guys know where you are in the town. You've been to the town many times, so you know where you are, and we'll place you next time. And then Leaf, you are left alone in front of this giant, brainless skull monster
Oh,
on a different plane.
I am. And I stare up at it for the longest time, and then I close my little eyes and I put my little I actually hug my shield that has Iliadus' symbol on it, and I whisper into the shield, thank you for helping me and my friends, and I will use my last 4th level spell to cast banishment on myself.
Okay, so we'll say you can roll it at disadvantage to fail your own save. Blessing, you'll get a reverse inspiration of a minus D6 if you feel you need additional resistance so that you can fail your own save. Because I want to see how this turns out.
Minus D6. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam.
11.
All right, and so same process. D100 to see if you end up in or outside of the city by a few miles. You're inside of the city. Let's see if you end up in the same place as anybody else. You end up in the same place as Nico and Volan, and Bjork is nowhere to be seen.
I mean,
So,
that's
nice.
very lucky that I ended up with them.
Impressive.
That is. So, you guys will find yourself in Moreau upon coming back next time. 3 of you in the same place. Bjork, you find yourself with Bianca in a different part of the city, and the other 3 are all together. And we will pick this up in 2 weeks, hopefully. So,
fantastic.
Yay!
This is awesome. Thank you guys. I've got a dip, but this was great as always.
All right. Until next time, we will see you later.
Great game, as always, Alex. And for now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye,
Bye.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone.